I had a loudspeaker toy I was playing with, and I was sitting on First Street because like nobody was going through like the stop sign, so I was playing around with it, and I got stopped. So I'm sitting here with it.
No, you didn't. You activated lights on your car and a siren.
I activated my flashlight. I was flashing it because nobody was moving.
You're gonna lie? If you're gonna lie, 1,000% gonna look for every reason to arrest you. I am not the one, my friend.
I'm not.
Okay, so if we're gonna be transparent, if you're gonna be transparent, you need to be transparent.
I was just trying to get them to move.
I don't care. You're not gonna call people and dictate what you did or did not do.
Okay,
I know what you did. That's the reason you're pulled over.
I'm telling you.
Okay, let me see the rest of your paperwork.
Is this like some type of old police car or?
No, I work at the National Weather Service.
National Weather Service. So why do you have your lights on?
I had them on earlier. I forgot to turn them off.
Okay.
I've been driving with them. So used to it.
Who is the agency that you work for?
Kansas Investigations. Well, I work for, as a private investigator, I work for the state of Kansas. And
you work for the state of Kansas?
Whoever employs me, yes. And then I also am a bail enforcement agent.
Okay. Are you licensed?
I'm licensed under both.
Under the state of Kansas?
Yes,
and
for both, yes.
Okay.
Somebody has my credential somewhere.
Okay.
Card, or my bail enforcement card. My private investigating card is elsewhere. I was on my way to help another agent of mine, and I had a guy, for some reason, who, when I was merging on K-15 to 230, or I-35, or whatever, I-35, somehow, for some reason, he didn't like it, pulled up beside me, and then he cocked his gun, held it up in the back windshield, and then from there, I just basically, all I did was hit my air horn, the air horn, to get it. And I told him with my finger, pull over. Probably wasn't a smart idea because he had a gun, but I don't know what his issue was either.
Okay, so...
And then that's basically what happened. I come over around this way. They're behind me somewhere and pull me over. I'm heated. I need to eat. I'm hypoglycemic, and I had a gun pointed at me. So I was a little irritated.
Okay. So let me kind of clear this up real quick.
At no point did I sit there and say, freeze, or whatever, I'm a cop, or this, that, and I don't do that. That's stupid.
Okay.
If I want to be a cop, I'd be a cop, I guess.
Okay. So the deputy pulls you over, you get out on your own.
Yes, and walk back to them, and I'm trying to juggle, their questions, and then basically what happened up into the point, because they said they didn't see it, and I said, well, I know, because they were back over here somewhere, and that car went straight. I have the guy's information.
Okay. Where is that at?
Well, it's...
So I can talk to them.
Zane, you need to talk to my buddy. If I was able to radio him, I could just get him over here. I said, hey, this guy, here's the driver's license, or the license plate, run that guy's information for later.
Okay.
And that was it, and that's when I turned around. I was on the phone with him.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So, back to this, you get pulled over, you get out, and you walk out. What happened between the conversation between you and the deputy?
They just said, who are you, or I guess, or something like that. And I basically told him the same thing that happened, and he said, well, I didn't, or McMahon, he said, I didn't see a car, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't be doing all this if there wasn't even another, party involved. So, I know, I've never been arrested in my entire life. The only thing, I don't do this crap.
Okay.
So, what did you have mounted right here?
I used to have a radar detector.
Okay. So, where did that go? Because you just had something mounted up here.
No, I used to have one up there.
Okay.
I don't have one.
Why would we be receiving complaints that somebody's saying that you were flashing red and blues at them?
Flashing red and blues. I don't have red and blue lights, sir.
You don't have any. So they're just seeing stuff.
That's not me, sir. I'm not. I have kids in my car.
Okay. So
we're going to Colorado.
So this is what we got. We got a complaint from an individual saying that a black Tahoe with a grill in front of it, Texas license, male with a long beard and cowboy hat with a dog in the back, came up behind him and flashed red and blues at him. This vehicle looks like a police vehicle, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with me with that?
I agree with you.
Okay. So why would he, and then he said that it was mounted in the center of your dash right below your mirror, where you previously had something mounted, right?
I don't have anything. So
I'm just saying,
I understand.
that's exactly where he's saying that it was mounted, right?
Yes, sir.
And so,
It's not where it is.
if I'm driving down the road, do you think that I'm going to pay any mind to suction cups in the middle of somebody's vehicle? How would I know that you ever had anything mounted there?
I get it.
Unless something drew my attention to that specific location, right? So, do you just want to be honest with me, or what's going on?
I don't have it. I don't have anything that's... I used to have my radar detector.
Well, it seems fairly easy to take something down from there.
Yes, sir.
And so, if I was somebody that was doing that, I would be worried about impersonating a law enforcement officer, and if I have anything mounted up to it, I would just take it down.
Yes, sir. I understand what you're saying. I don't have anything.
So the person that described everything else to a T happens to just be wrong on that one specific part, right?
I don't have
You
anything.
see how unrealistic that seems?
I understand. I understand.
So-
going to where? Later, Colorado,
Okay.
to New Mexico to see her.
Okay.
And what did they tell you? Did your agency or municipality or whatever, did they tell you that this person had a warrant? So why would you take it upon yourself to detain this person who hasn't committed a crime that you've witnessed, instead of calling law enforcement to come out and handle an unruly subject or somebody who's trespassed or something like that? Why? What we're trying to understand is what made it okay in your mind to detain that person and act the way you acted.
Under my understanding, like I said, was talking with Glendale and talking with Phoenix and all of that. Like when I first moved down here, I sat down with them.
Okay, so you just spoke verbally. Did you ever receive any training?
Yeah, I went through a class. I took
What kind of class? Was it an academy?
It was offered through the bond company.
What kind of training did you get?
Taser, like how to de-escalate situations.
How long was that training class?
5 days.
5 days? Okay. Did they teach you how to apply handcuffs?
Yes.
Okay. Did they teach you, so they taught you that you were allowed to trespass people from properties?
Yes.
They told you that you're...
I can say that you've been trespassed.
How?
Literally, just like that. Like you've been trespassed. That's all I can say. You've been trespassed from the site before.
You can say that,
return.
but
That's all I can say.
So anybody can say that, but you understand that by you saying that there's no grounds,
Yes.
right?
Now I'm starting to understand. So basically, what I was told isn't always true in every county.
And what did they tell you? Did your agency or municipality or whatever, did they tell you that this person had a warrant? So why would you take it upon yourself to detain this person who hasn't committed a crime that you've witnessed, instead of calling law enforcement to come out and handle an unruly subject or somebody who's trespassed or something like that? Why? What we're trying to understand is what made it okay in your mind to detain that person and act the way you acted.
Under my understanding, like I said, was talking with Glendale and talking with Phoenix and all of that. Like when I first moved down here, I sat down with them.
Okay, so you just spoke verbally. Did you ever receive any training?
Yeah, I went through a class. I took
What kind of class? Was it an academy?
It was offered through the bond company.
What kind of training did you get?
Taser, like how to de-escalate situations.
How long was that training class?
5 days.
5 days? Okay. Did they teach you how to apply handcuffs?
Yes.
Okay. Did they teach you, so they taught you that you were allowed to trespass people from properties?
Yes.
They told you that you're...
I can say that you've been trespassed.
How?
Literally, just like that. Like you've been trespassed. That's all I can say. You've been trespassed from the site before.
You can say that,
return.
but
That's all I can say.
So anybody can say that, but you understand that by you saying that there's no grounds,
Yes.
right?
Now I'm starting to understand. So basically, what I was told isn't always true in every county or in every jurisdiction. Because when I spoke to Glendale and Phoenix, they sort of laid down a different set of rules.
Okay.
Like I can stop. I can detain individuals if I need to run them. I can detain them to run them.
Okay, aside from the fact that they said that if I told you right now, if I wanted to, I could go stop anybody and detain them and run them for warrants, would you look me in the eye and tell me that that's a reasonable statement?
Yes and no.
No, that's not reasonable. You cannot just stop anybody on the street and run them because you're a bail enforcement agent or whatever your title was at that day. That's illegal. That's unlawful detainment. You understand that, right? That's what I want to make sure that you understand, because
I'm starting to understand.
yeah, because you told us that is it an agency? Okay, they assign you warrants.
Yep.
So you're like a bounty hunter. You look for a certain person.
Yep.
So instead of looking for that person, you went and patrolled with your vehicle that's equipped with red and blue lights. You hung out with the security guards all night, and then you acted as a law enforcement officer by detaining, searching, and running for warrants and warrants with no probable cause. Are we on the same page here?
We were looking for this guy. Yep. And I showed LTL the paperwork.
Sorry.
And everything.
Oh, you're good. Curious, if you're looking for a particular guy in the account, why are you shadowing the security guys?
Because those guys know the back roads. They know where everything's hot back there. I mean, my guy's known for drug use.
What specific area were you given to look for him?
That specific area.
Well, Youngtown's a large city, or it's not a large city, but it's a city.
What is that? Is that Grand right there? Grand from Grand to Thunderbird, from 113th to 93rd. Was the general scope area that this guy has been known to hang out in.
Is there did they give you a photograph of him?
Yeah, I do.
I don't need to see it. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I have a
Did he look anything like this guy that you detained? So there's, other than the fact that you were just there, you had no reason to be there really, or to detain him. You know what I mean?
I wasn't trying to overstep or step on anybody's toes or anything like that. Like, I'm not trying to impersonate anything like that. Like,
Well, aside from how did you search him? Because we didn't really talk about that too much. How did you search him?
just held him and searched him.
Did you say anything to
I
him?
made it very clear. Can I search you? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna set this right here. Set it on my hood right in front of him. Where's your ID? Okay, thank you.
And you don't have to do any paperwork when you search somebody?
Yeah, I sent it into my company.
Where is it?
They have it.
You have a form you fill out?
Yeah,
or
I have a form and drop it off.
do you have any with you?
I don't have any with me. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go fight fire, so.
Washingtonville.
I'll give you my chief number. You can call and confirm that right now.
Have you been sworn in?
Yeah, no, I'm a sworn in chief officer.
You don't have an ID.
No, they didn't. I've been bitching about this forever. I have my badge. I don't have an ID.
Do you have like your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Or, yes,
fine.
ma'am. Sorry.
Is it in the car?
Was that here?
It's in this wallet?
Yes.
And that's my old badge from my old department. Now listen, I want to be completely honest, and the reason I did lie to you, and the reason I lied to you,
Hey, go ahead.
so the reason I lied to you is because I was embarrassed. Listen, I've always wanted to be a U.S. Marshal, and I'm not saying I did not tell them that I was a U.S. Marshal. I can see how that was misconstrued. I pay attention to their most wanted, and they had a bunch of Aryan Brotherhood dudes on there for most wanted. And if you don't believe me, because why would you? I was dishonest with you from the start. I can pull it up on my phone and show you their AB guys wanted on there. Okay, I put I'm Officer Mallett on that note, so I can articulate it better. Can you show me that note so I can explain it better? Because honestly, I'm a little nervous. This is my dream career. I will not lie to you. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the truth and not stumbling around.
Yeah.
Because I know as an officer, when people are stumbling around, it's like, okay, what the fuck? Why are you nervous? Something's up. I understand. I've been around. Not that long, but I've been an officer for 5 years. But if you show me that, I can explain to you exactly what I meant by that.
Well, that note might have been written by the by officer. I'm not sure.
I wrote that note. I put Officer Malik, and I said, if you
saw these guys because I had some buddies. They're not law enforcement, but some buddies talking about Aryan brother, like Nazi-looking dudes walking around, and not just like in the general Boardman area. The reason I went there, and you can also talk to the people at Holiday Inn, I'm in the process of moving. So I was asking them what their room rates were and how much their suites cost, because I want to get a suite when I go there.
I did too many tours.
Where'd you go basic at? For basic?
Yeah. Classified.
Boot camp? It's classified? Since when?
I may have been out of Team 595 out of fucking Fort Campbell, motherfucker.
You went to Hamburger Hill?
I did 40 fucking miles as a fucking second lieutenant.
That's it?
I'm the shit, yes.
Oh, that's nothing. That's baby numbers.
60-pound ruck, you know?
That's nothing still. How long did it take you? 3 hours?
Classified. We don't talk about how fucking long the course was. You know that. If you know anything about that, yeah, you know anything about that.
It's my boot camp.
I'm a fucking hero. I'm a war hero, yo. I don't want to go into what I fucking have done for our country in servitude 15 fucking years. I'm the real deal, my friends. Thank you for your service, yeah?
Yes, sir. You did some shit.
You get to meet a real fucking live war hero tonight. 9/11, my team went in. Bush called my command and said, "We're going to war, boys. Weapons free."
What happened to your arm?
You know, it's tough out there. Fucking accident, you know, was bashed into my car and...
Man, I don't want you to keep rocking that thing and you know, hurt it some more.
Yes, sir, Officer Hayes. I got it all.
Might be some cameras out here hit you with that fraud.
No, I got all the moves. All the moves. I turned out a procedure every night, and they love me.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey!
What's that? Yeah.
Baby!
Hey.
You want to see some shit?
Hey. Turn up.
Oh shit.
What was you about to do? A kung fu joint? What was that? Bruce
Leroy,
my
brother.
That was your Bruce Leroy.
You want it?
45.
I mean, I've had this truck. I've lived in Ohio for 6 years now. Never had an issue with it. I see you guys all the time.
Right.
I'm not stupid enough to try to do your job.
It's not that you're, Dennis, the problem is this, okay? And it's not necessarily a problem, but you have to understand where we're coming from, okay? All right. If I'm being fully transparent with you, all right, it's extremely odd that when I come up here and I ask you about the car, all right, you were delayed in your response. You're like, oh, you're talking about the minivan? Yes. The car that you have had issues with for the last 2 or 3 miles when you guys were going south on 75.
Well, no, that was because I wasn't sure
Listen, hear me out for a second,
in.
all right? So, you were kind of delayed in that, which is no big deal, okay? But then this whole situation goes all the way from north of Austin, coming south, and they're claiming that you're trying to ram them off the road. And then I come up here, and I appreciate, you know, you loving police and stuff like that, and the thin blue line stuff, I respect that, all right? But you have lights, you have a siren on the car, you have a pistol on you, you have spotlight, you have handcuffs. What's the handcuffs for?
Like I said, I used to work security. They've just been hanging there ever since. Spotlight doesn't even work.
Okay.
I mean, I totally understand it from your perspective.
Okay.
Like I said, it's on video. You will clearly see that I'm not ramming them or trying to get behind them at all. I'm trying to get as far away from them as possible, and they started following me, and that's why I pulled off.
Okay.
And then once they were ahead of me, I was like, whatever. I didn't want to deal with it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I totally understand, and you know, you guys got to check it out and do what you got to do.
Well, that's all we're gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna take pictures of everything. All right. It's not really sitting right with me. All right. Having a car that's an old law enforcement vehicle, you know, it is what it is. But the handcuffs, the gun, the siren, the lights, you know, all of that's what's strange to me. All right.
Well, I mean, Ohio's concealed carry state, so I mean, the gun should.
I never said it was just the pistol. I have no problem with the pistol. Okay. I have no problem with that.
You guys go do your due diligence and
all
check it
right.
out. I get
We'll
that.
just have you come back here, and you can just sit right there on my guard there on the front of my car.
When'd you retire?
99.
You retired in 99?
City of Miami signed to the Drug Enforcement Agency. I've seen shit that I wish you guys would never see.
There's some in the back. Do you have some in the front too, lights, or it's just the ones that we saw in the back?
Just the ones in the back.
Yeah.
There's a strobe in the front. Like I tell you, I don't put them on.